Throughout the world, there is enough food to keep everyone fed. However, famine is still a worldwide phenomenon that affects people all around the world. Hi, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Doi. Today we will be discussing the concept of famine, as well as the recent famine that happened in Zimbabwe, ways to prevent starvation, and the idea of food security.
Famine is when food is not safe, healthy, and accessible for everyone. There are two main causes of famine: natural causes and human-made causes. Some natural causes of famine are droughts, floods, El Nino, infertile soil, and diseased plants. Examples of human-made causes are government corruption, incompetence, global warming, and war.
Zimbabwe is a country in South Africa where there has been a famine quite recently in 2016. This famine was caused by both natural and government policies. In Zimbabwe, there was recently a drought caused by the El Nino effect. The president of Zimbabwe has claimed that this drought is the cause of the famine, but it was also his actions back 15 years ago that had affected this situation. 15 years ago, the government had declared to take white farmers' land and leave it for black South Africans. The effect of this was the land not being used for the production of crops, no livestock to graze the land, and an economic drop for Zimbabwe. Therefore, from these actions of President Mugabe 15 years ago, added on the fact of a drought, has caused Zimbabwe to suffer from famine. Over a quarter of the population has been affected from this famine, which is around 5 million people. Due to this large number, President Mugabe has called for aid for this famine in appealing to charities for more than $1.5 billion to save the people. Around 1.5 million tons of maize is the amount needed to feed starving people throughout the year as their staple food. In South Africa, the drought has caused the land to dry up and the loss of rivers and streams. All livestock are dying, which is a negative for South Africans, as this is their source of income. All these problems are added on by the main factor of kicking white farmers off the land. Overall, Zimbabwe has lost $12 billion in the agriculture department.
There are many different ways to help improve the problem of famine. The main ideas to prevent starvation are supporting small-scale food productions, sustainable farming, and working together. Famine in Zimbabwe can be minimized if Mugabe allowed multiculturalism in the land so more people can help with farming and food production. Since Mugabe forced white farmers to leave, their food production has decreased. Now President Mugabe is inviting white farmers to come back onto their land to help farm and produce food. Donations can also be a great help to abolish a famine in Zimbabwe by giving them clean and healthy food and resources to survive. Food security is an essential part of having a healthy well-being. Food security is the access to healthy, affordable, sustainable and long-term food. Technology can also help aid in food security. By spreading awareness on social media and online, we can help show the importance of not wasting food, and there are also many donation sites on the internet. The use of hydroponics is a way we can help improve food security, as we can grow plants in nutrient-filled water instead of soil. This is a great solution as a drought cannot harm the production of these plants. Even though there are many people fortunate enough to be living in wealthy countries like Australia, there is still a large population of people living in poverty and suffering from famine. I hope everyone has learned some new things about the idea of famine, the situation of Zimbabwe with famine, preventing starvation and food security. Thank you for watching and listening.